Hello, everybody. This is Zach's at it again. I'm your host, Zach Cooley, and boy, am I honored today to be on the phone with one of my dearest friends in the world and one of the most legendary figures of Withville and Wythe County, the owner of Big Walker Lookout, Mr. Ron Kime. My friend, how are you today?
Oh, I am wonderful and marvelous, Zach. So good to be hearing from you.
Indeed, you are wonderful and marvelous, and that's what we all are waiting to hear. Now, as you just told me before we went into this, you have officially hung up the skates, if you will. Um,
Yeah,
you are officially retired from Big Walker Lookout. When did you make that decision?
I'm not really sure. I've
Mm-hmm.
thought back on that sometime for quite some time, but it's been probably 10 years now.
Okay, okay,
So I guess it was probably when I was 75,
okay.
something like that.
Very good. And your daughter Heather takes over most of the operation now. She keeps
She
it
and she and Mike are running it. She does the operation, and Mike does the repair and maintenance.
very good. And two very industrious and successful children you have. Uh,
Oh, they're good. Yes.
Undoubtedly carrying on the Kime legacy, which was started by your father, Stuart, right?
Right. Yes. Stuart Thomas was his name,
Mm-hmm.
and he was an awesome guy and a Type A individual if there ever was one. And he'd get up early in the morning and he'd work hard until he went to bed at night.
And from all accounts, he enjoyed every minute of what he did.
I think he did. I think he did.
Yes. And he,
Yeah. He he left us early, but I think he did more than what most people do during his time here.
that is undoubtedly the truth. I believe that 100%. And I will tell you that I came to know you when I first started this job as an enterprise columnist. And if I last till July, if the paper lasts till July of this year, I will have been at my job 21 years. So,
Oh, that's awesome.
so that is how long that I have had the blessing of your treasured
Well,
friendship.
you've been well. I follow your uh, articles in the paper whenever I see them. I don't
Uh,
get a Enterprise right now, but
right.
they still get them up on the mountain.
Oh, good. So you still can see them. And
Oh yeah.
of course, you can go on my professional Facebook page and read them anytime. They're all there. And,
Oh, that's good.
but some of the first articles I ever did were some feature stories on Virginia City when Jeannie Davis and Michael Hill had the western town that was at one point Dry Gulch Junction, and
Right.
Dry Gulch Junction was the western town amusement park that in the 70s, when you were the owner, was the third largest attraction in the state. You had a lot
Uh,
of country artists come and play up at Dry Gulch Junction, and
yeah, we certainly did.
drew in as many as 3,500 people at its peak. I understand, and
Yeah. Yeah.
And I have not announced this yet, but in the debut of the spring season at Dry Gulch Junction, which will be the first weekend in May, I hope, if Heather allows me, to come up and promote a brand new novel, a Western novel based on Dry Gulch Junction, dedicated to you personally, which you have had the pleasure to read already.
I certainly have, and it is awesome.
Well, I'm very, very honored that you read it and approved of it, and we wanted it to be a tribute to you. We wanted it to be a tribute to your dad and your mom and to your late wife Dee. We wanted it to be a tribute to all the people that came together that brought together Dry Gulch Junction, and there was a number of talented people that brought that together. You have the famous magician Dave Vault, who tours nationally now.
Yeah, that's right.
And
he trained a young man to become a magician, and he is now a full-time magician all throughout the area. Eddie Armbruster.
he when I was an elementary school student in at Spiller Elementary, he came and did shows for us there, and gosh, that was 30 to 35 years ago. But yeah, he still tours around the area, but he learned what he learned from Dave Vault, and Dave.
Yeah, he
and,
certainly did.
And Dave got his start at Dry Gulch, and also Jerry Vincel, the traveling. He's a published author. He would tell his old mountain tales about old Jonah.
Yeah, I love to hear Jerry's stories.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know if Jerry's still around, but he came to Scott Memorial when I was there and did a program, and I bought his book. I still have it.
Yeah.
And
Barry Vincel. He's a great guy.
And my friend David Monahan was the marshal.
Yeah. David's still in the area.
Yeah. Haven't heard from Dave in a while. I hope he's still around and doing okay.
I haven't heard from him in probably 6 months to a year.
Okay.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope he's still around and doing okay. But some very, the Hilton sisters.
Yeah, that's right.
Becky and Caroline. Do you know they are cousins of mine?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, from.
Caroline has become a world-known singer, operatic singer.
Wow.
Yeah. She. I hope she didn't ruin her voice while she was up at Dry Gulch, but she was our featured singer up there, and Becky worked. She worked in the ticket booth.
Right.
Right at the bottom of the parking lot there, just before you came up that long hill.
Well, Ron, how did you come to say, or was it your dad's idea to think, I think we should take this land and make it an old West town?
That was my dad. He fell in love with locomotives.
Mm-hmm.
And he found there was one available to work in the mountains up in West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And he bought it. And it was a Shea locomotive. And it's a geared engine. It's designed to go slow, but it's designed to climb and be just perfect in the mountains. And it was designed to pull timber and coal and things out of the mountains for people.
So from that, he said, well, if we're going to have a train, we got to have somewhere for the train to go, and why not pull into an old west town? Is that it, or?
Well, he was thinking of building a town there, but I never heard whether it was going to be a Western-themed town or not. And he died in 1972 in October. And
so that was left to you then.
I took it over and I started building the town. I met a fella over in Pocahontas, Virginia. And he was a guy that dismantled old buildings and stuff like that. Just, would tear stuff down and start over. And I got to talking to him, and there was a bunch of old buildings over in Pocahontas and around in other places around that he was tearing down. And I convinced him to tear it down a little different, keep the front all in one piece, and then the lumber and everything that you picked up, he'd save it. And that's what we built Dry Gulch Junction from. These were old, authentic storefronts that were built for Pocahontas and other places all around wherever he was working.
Fantastic.
And we were both too poor to do the job right. So I loaned him my truck, and he would unload the lumber from the building and put it into the truck, and then I'd buy the lumber from him. And
very good.
It worked really good. We had a good partnership going for a long time.
Yeah, and we all know the tragic aspect of the story. Everybody knows that part, but I want to talk about when it was in its heyday, when it was really clicking. Did you have any idea it would be as successful as it was?
Well, we were hoping, naturally, building all our hope and everything and our ideas, and it turned out really nice. If it had been nowadays, we couldn't have done it.
No, it would never happen today.
We would never have been able to afford any Western music or country music and these entertainers.
Right.
We had very famous entertainers, Jim Ed Brown and Helen Cornelius, and
Dottie West.
Yeah, we had Dottie West in there, and she was just coming up at that time. And it was a really good time.
Yes. Yes. Now, Big Walker is, and you correct me if I'm wrong, from what I have read, it is Virginia's oldest family-owned business.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's the oldest family-owned scenic attraction.
Scenic attraction. Got it. Okay.
Right. Yeah. There's businesses older than we are, but
but as far as a scenic attraction,
it's one of the very few scenic attractions in the state.
Yeah.
Which is a state of beauty that really needs to have a bunch of scenic attractions.
Absolutely. And Big Walker certainly lives up to that legendary status. 1947 was when.
46.
1946. So this is the 80th season.
I think maybe it is. Hadn't thought about that.
Because this is
20. I'll have to talk to Heather.
Yeah. It was
19. Either 46 or 47. I can't remember now.
Well, if it is 46, this would be the 80th season, which would be.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Which would be a momentous occasion, which is why we're here. And although you're not involved with the day-to-day operations of Big Walker, tell me.
Not anymore, but I still have my deep love for it.
Absolutely. Tell me some of the things that are offered during this new season.
Well, our big feature is the observation tower that we have, that you get to climb up and see the valleys and the mountains all around you. We're in the middle of the Appalachian Mountains, and so you're going to see the mountains streaming off in one side and the other, and then you're going to see a valley of farms that are just a patchwork quilt of different fields that really, it's an awesome looking thing when you're looking north into Bland County. And then when you look south, you see woods and forest like maybe it was back when Dr. Thomas Walker was surveying this land. Dr. Thomas Walker owned just most of southwest Virginia at one time. He was a doctor, he was a surveyor, and he was an explorer. And if you take a look at history and look at Tennessee and Kentucky and west, well, it was a little west of West Virginia, but he was the person that surveyed what is known as the Walker Line between Tennessee and Kentucky. And that was a big to-do back then. There was a lot of arguments and legal stuff going about it. And he surveyed the southern line of this part of Virginia, the lower line, big long straight line.
Yes.
And about halfway between here and the end of the state, there's a zag. It zigs down and then straight across and then back up again, where there was some people that decided they didn't want to be in Tennessee. They were going to be in Virginia. And they fought and got the line moved. And so you'll generally take a look at the line, and it's a straight line from the ocean back down to west of us, almost south of Abingdon, I guess. And then there's a zag, and it goes back up, and it finishes a straight line to the end of the state, to the Cumberland Gap.
And is that how we ended up in the panhandle of Virginia?
Well, we're either in the panhandle of Virginia, or a lot of them talked about it when I was in tourism, when I was real early. We were the tail that wagged the dog.
Right, right. Okay.
That's what they like to say. But I'm afraid, sadly, it wasn't near as true as it should have been.
Right.
But uh, but it
We live.
we did have quite a bit of influence, even though we were a small part of the state.
Sure. And we live in a very, in some of the most beautiful of God's country that you will ever find in this great planet of ours.
Well, something that a lot of people don't know is the Appalachian Mountains. All the Appalachian region is these Appalachian Mountains are the oldest mountains in the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's in the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't in the section where the land split up and moved around, as they say. But they were an area where the plates crunched together and would raise up the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Then the mountains would get old and they'd be wore down by weather and just the time.
Mm-hmm.
And they did that 4 different times, according to the guy I've talked to.
Mm-hmm.
And that was on top of the mountain, just off the top. There's a bank of shale, and it's a shell bank with freshwater snails and all kinds of different things embedded in the rocks now.
Mm-hmm.
And so it had to be underwater at some time. And that's probably 100, 200 feet off the top of the mountain.
Wow.
So it proves that it was a valley at one time. And the scientists tell me that that happened 4 different times, and the way they know that is that the sandstone that is up on top of the mountain has a purity that is because it was washed so many times and went down and became a valley and then was raised up again in the mountains. If you take a look at the rocks in the mountains, it was raised up from the north, and the south was the angled part, and the north was the broken off part of the rock that you'll see rock faces and cliffs on the north side of the mountain. And on the south side of the mountain, you have the slopes of the rock that was raised up. So that's happened in our geologic past, which has been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But
and Big Walker is right at the center of all that.
Yep. We're on top of the ridge there, right between Wythe County and Bland County. The state line goes right along the ridge of the mountain. And the Appalachian Trail used to travel that way, but they moved it one mountain over so that it would be more on government land than on private land. And we were pleased at that because it was jeopardizing our business.
Absolutely.
We didn't know when we were going to be
vandalized.
Told it's no longer your land; it's public land. And So we fought that for years, but finally they moved it over to Garden Mountain, just south of Burke's Garden.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it's called Brushy Mountain, and a lot of it's called Garden Mountain.
Very nice.
All around the garden. The Burke's Garden is called the thumbprint
of God.
of America.
Yeah.
Yeah,
God's thumbprint.
That's
yes.
right. Yeah, and I think that's pretty awesome.
Me too. Me too. And of course, Big Walker's season offerings include local authors and local musicians.
Oh yeah, we have book writers, authors, and we have craftsmen, and we have music, the local music of the area.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if people know it or not, but this is where bluegrass music came from.
Absolutely.
The mountains of Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Kentucky, just that whole circle, is where old-time music is what they call it now.
Mm-hmm.
But back then it was just music that they could play.
Right.
And the old-time musicians would form a band, and they would play in someone's barn or someone's building, and that would be for dances. And most of the old-time music was basically acoustic, and it was music without words. Later on, they started putting words to it, and then the first recording of the old music and the country music was done in Bristol, Virginia.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, and
I had a great uncle and great aunt that were on the 27 sessions. And
is that right?
In Bristol.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we're actually related also to Ernest Stoneman, who was the producer who made those records in 27.
The Stonemans were very much involved in that, and trying to think.
The Carter family is what I think
the Carters. That's who I was trying to think of, was the Carters. They recorded down there.